What's up, guys? Hello. Hope everybody's having an awesome day. Happy Sunday. If you are watching this replay on YouTube or on Facebook, I appreciate it. Definitely drop me some likes and some loves and comment where you're viewing from. I hope everybody's having an awesome Sunday. Happy Sunday to everybody. Got my football on right behind me. Been definitely enjoying today. We're gonna give this just a second here because I know I'm gonna have a whole bunch of people to jump on. Social media Sundays have been huge. Always get lots of people, lots of people. So as you guys are joining, definitely drop me some likes, drop me some loves, comment where you're viewing from. And if this is your first time that's on one of my videos, definitely drop me a little new down there. If you do share this, definitely share this, by the way. It's going to be very, very beneficial to our teams. So definitely share this with your teams. But if you do share this, drop me a shared comment down in the comments. And send me a screenshot of you sharing it. I will definitely make sure I enter you in a drawing for a free product. I'm doing that at the I'm going to do that here probably within the next week and a half or so. I'm going to do a couple more videos to get a couple more people into it. But other than that, yes, definitely going to be covering the most recent algorithm update as well as some common myths. I'm going to make sure that I do reveal some of the myths, some stuff that I've heard. I get all kinds of people, like hundreds and hundreds of messages a week of people that are always asking me questions about the social media, the algorithm changes, as far as what's going on with it. Why am I not getting visibility? Why am I getting visibility? Thanks, my page is doing great. My page is doing shitty. Whatever it possibly is, I'm here to help. So, plain and simple. So definitely drop me some likes, drop me some loves. I do appreciate that, and I do appreciate you guys for joining in. If you got anybody out there that this video can benefit, definitely invite them to this video. And again, if you do share it, drop me a share down in the comments and comment where you guys are viewing from. I definitely appreciate that. So again, yeah, guys, we're going to go over some common tips. One thing I do want to say, first off, just before I get started, definitely, guys, I've been really focusing on getting that YouTube channel back up. So Johnny Jumpman, definitely subscribe to me on YouTube. And if you guys are on Snapchat, I love to follow everybody on Snapchat. Johnny Jumpman 36. Drop your Snapchats down in the comments. I will definitely make sure I follow you if I'm not already following you yet. But regardless, let's network. Everybody throw them in there. But either way, so we're going to cover some different stuff today. I got a lot of messages about this most recent algorithm change. We got all kinds of people that are asking me, I don't understand, my visibility's dropped off drastically. If you have noticed that your visibility has dropped off here, maybe in the last 2 weeks or so, I want you to drop a 1 in the comments. I noticed that mine did, okay, big time. It's been since the hurricane, there's been several updates. Obviously, the new iPhone came out, the newest iOS update. I will tell you guys one thing, and this is just a little bit of a more or less like a nerdy tech thing. If Apple does release a new phone, I'm going to tell you there are newer features on the phones that are not available on the older phones. So you do very much so want to make sure if you're downloading the latest firmwares on your phone, you're downloading the latest updates as far as for Facebook, which you need to do. You may not have all those features. So by doing that, you need to make sure that you're updating your phone. By the way, if you're in network marketing, it's a tax write-off, so there's no excuses to not update your phone. I'm waiting for iPhone X, not even gonna lie. If you were getting an iPhone X or a brand new iPhone, I'm gonna drop a 2. I am excited for the iPhone X, I'm not even gonna lie. That thing looks sick. If you're unfamiliar with it, definitely look it up. I think it comes out beginning of November, so I'm super excited for that. But yeah, guys, again, so we're definitely gonna cover, go in depth a little bit, detail about these changes because, like I said, I definitely noticed a little bit of a drop off in my visibility on my posting. I noticed a drop off in my visibility on my live videos. I've definitely noticed a little bit of a drop off here in the last 2 weeks. Obviously, there was a lot of stuff going on between Hurricane Irma, and again, thank you guys for reaching out during the storm. I do appreciate that. Me and Natalie definitely appreciate the prayers that definitely helped that storm that was coming like this go whoop and go around Tampa. Praying for everybody that was affected by it, but fortunately, it did miss us. So thank you guys for your prayers. But yeah, again, it's just one of those things where we do want to make sure that we're staying current, we're staying up to date. And I did do a lot of research because I did miss a little bit there towards the beginning of the month, towards the middle of the month. Especially I had my birthday afterwards too. So turn that dirty 30. Woo! Super exciting. That's definitely super exciting. So, kind of getting started here. I do want to tell you guys stories. Okay. If you're unfamiliar with stories, basically Snapchat was kind of taking over there a little bit. It's a massive social media platform. Facebook kind of incorporated stories into it. So you want to make sure that you're utilizing stories. You want to utilize stories. The more people that watch your stories, I want to tell you guys, the more visibility you're going to get on your post. Okay. The more people that watch your stories, the more visibility you're going to get on your post. your Instagram or your Facebook and your Instagram story, your Facebook story, Messenger story does not weight into the algorithm. I don't know where I've had so many people messaging me about that. It does not weight into the algorithm. I don't know where that myth came from. It doesn't, okay? If people respond to your Messenger story and you guys have conversation back and forth, yeah, naturally there's going to be a little bit there. But people watching your Messenger story has absolutely no effect on your news feed algorithm whatsoever. People watching your Facebook story at the top of your news feed, yes, it does affect. Two completely different platforms, two completely different apps, two completely different weights. So again, just to clarify, Facebook story and Instagram story do affect your algorithm. They affect your visibility. They affect who is seeing your content, who is not seeing your content. They affect who is engaging, who is interacting. Messenger story does not. Does not. There is no effect whatsoever in the newsfeed algorithm. I don't know where that came from, but again, I wanted to clarify that. I've also been getting lots of messages in recent about the colored backgrounds. Guys, that hasn't changed. Colored backgrounds are always been there. They've always been a weight. They're weighted higher naturally. They're always going to be weighted higher. It's a new feature. When people when they add the feature, they want you to use it. Plain and simple. Something that is coming. Colored comments is definitely coming soon. Customizable emojis, however you want to say it. I like saying emoji. If you got a problem with it, is what it is. I don't care. That's my way of doing it. That's what I like to say. But they're definitely going to be customizing emojis, and but colored comments are going to be coming as well. Definitely something that's already been written in for about the last 4 or 5 months. So, again, if you guys are enjoying this so far, definitely drop me some likes and some loves. I want to see a whole bunch of loves pop up. I am excited. I haven't, if you guys can see, I actually drank a little bit of coffee today before this. I have not, gone live, a lot here in recent because of everything that's been going on this last month. I'm like, oh my God, I got to go live. I'm, having withdrawals. My live withdrawals. I think I've had so many people messaging me Johnny, what's going on, bro? Are you, alive? What's going on, dude? Man, I don't know what's going on. So, what's up, guys? How are you? So, again, yeah, definitely drop me some likes and some loves. I appreciate that. And again, if you do share, drop me a share down in the comments. But yes, so stories. Make sure you're utilizing. Guys, it's attraction marketing. I will tell you guys, literally, no joke. I get easily, anywhere between 3 to 10 leads a day from just story modes. Just from stories. I get leads from Snapchat. I get leads from Instagram story. All different. It's a different social media platform. I do want to tell you guys this. This is crazy. By 2020, okay, by the year 2020, 87% of your social media newsfeed and your social media is going to go to live video and video content. It is completely transitioning away from pictures, okay? 87% of your content is going to be videos. That tells you right there. So how do you start your story? It's at the very, very top. You can only do it from your phone. You cannot do it yet from your desktop. It's not available. It is in the works. Give it another month or so. You'll be able to watch from your desktop. But all it is, basically, is just like Snapchat. You're snapping. The more you use it, that's the way the algorithm works. The more that you snap, the more that you post pictures on it, the more that you upload videos to it, the more visibility, the more views you're going to get. The more views you get, the more people are seeing your content when you're posting it in the news feed. Plain and simple. It's an opportunity for you to post. If you're someone I would tell you guys, guilty. I used to want to post 6, 8, 10, 15 times a day. I wish I could. I wish I could post twice an hour every day my entire life. Can't do it. If you're posting more to your newsfeed more than 3 times a day, you're killing your visibility. Hands down, Facebook is labeling you as a spammer. I can guarantee you you're not getting many likes, many comments on your page. Maybe some of your posts will definitely go a little bit remotely viral, but you got to scale back your posting. When you scale back your posting and you focus more on quality instead of quantity, that's when you make that transition, and that's when you start going from getting 10, 15, 20, 30, 40, 50 likes to getting 100, 150, 200 likes. It's all about quality. Facebook wants the highest quality content with the most value, offering the most solutions, and that's what they push to the top. If you guys are enjoying this, drop me some likes and drop me some loves. I'm pumped up. But utilize stories. Great feature. So next thing. You guys hear me talk about this all the time. Recent interaction. Okay, 17% weighted into the algorithm. It's a huge aspect. 3x3 rule. That's a joke. No. If you're posting 6 times a day, you're a spammer. I will be straight up honest with you. I don't know that 3x3 rule. I don't know who came up with that, but yeah, that doesn't work. What happens is you're over posting. Your post is overlapping, and I will tell you guys as to why a 3x3 rule doesn't work. And if you're not familiar with the 3x3 rule, that basically means that you're making 3 business posts, 3 lifestyle posts. I don't know. Again, I have no idea where that came from. Something that I've heard through the grapevine. You're a spammer. Facebook, if you're posting more than 3 times a day, you're spamming people. What happens is your posts start to overlap. So once you make a post and then you make another post, say an hour later, what ends up happening is as soon as you go to make another post, this first post now is completely irrelevant in the news feed and it pushes down. So nobody's going to see that post. And then you make another post. And what ends up happening is now this post falls off a little bit. Okay, so then you're making another post. So what happens is you made 6 posts, and Facebook's looking and they're like, wow, I don't even know what post to even show into the newsfeed to these people. Because by the time your post is actually catching traction, you're making another post and you're pushing it to irrelevant. So no, quality over quantity. Okay, you want to make sure that you're posting quality. I will tell you guys, if you're posting more than 3 times in a day, you're definitely killing. You're doing more harm than you're doing good. Very much so. And again, the 3x3 rule, I don't know where that came from. It is definitely not effective. That used to work back in the day. You could get away with posting 6 or 8 times a day. Modern Facebook does not want that. That's not what Facebook wants. Facebook wants you to be posting, they want you to be posting a couple times a day in quality. Instagram, once to twice a day, tops. If you look at the biggest well-known Instagram accounts, the most well-known famous Instagram accounts, these Instagram models, you can look at the Kardashians, you can look at some of these actors, these rappers, these people that have massive Instagram accounts, they post tops 3 to 4 times a week. That's it. Unless you're Kylie Jenner. Because then you're Kylie Jenner, you can post whatever you want, whenever you want, and you get like 5 million likes. Like, that's absolutely crazy. That's goals right there. Yo, that is straight goals right there. I'm not even gonna lie to you. But when we're talking about recent interaction, so we're doing recent interaction, guys. What you really want to focus on is you want to focus on getting people to comment back to you. So I get people all the time, and I go, I said, well, are you interacting with people? They'll go, oh, well, yeah, I'm interacting with people. I go through my news feed, and I like and I comment on people's stuff all the time. Well, this can hurt you, and this can hurt you. This is good. Yes, you want to be liking and commenting. If you're not commenting on your people's content that's in your news feed, why are they in your news feed in the first place? You understand what I mean? Like, if you're looking at somebody's stuff and you're like, man, I hate this person. Why am I looking at this? Why are they on your friends list? Delete them. They don't need to be there. If you find yourself every single day scrolling past the same person's content, just delete them, because you're not doing any benefit to yourself. So what we got to make sure that we're doing is we got to make sure that when we are taking the time to comment on people's content, they are commenting back. If you go through your news feed and you straight for an hour like and comment on, say you liked and commented on 200 different statuses, 200 different posts in your news feed, okay? And you don't get one person to like one of your comments and comment back, you just wasted an hour. That's not recent interaction. Your stuff, now I will say this, their stuff is going to pop up in your news feed, but your stuff is not going to pop up in their news feed. The purpose of commenting is you need to comment. You need to be genuine in your comments. If you're going to take the time to comment on somebody's content, be genuine with it. Provide value. That is how I've built online influence. I provide value to people. I want them to take the content and the value that I provide in the comment, and I want other people to look at it and go, wow, this guy looks like he knows what he's talking about. Now, granted, do I do this on every single post? No. I have times where I just post an emoji. I have times where I post or an emoji. Sorry, it confuses me every time I say it. Emoji. But then there's also times where I do post and I leave genuine comments, which is majority of the time. GIFs. Use the GIFs, guys. GIFs are funny. Get into GIF wars with people. As long as they are commenting back, they're hitting the reply button and commenting back to your post or to your comment, that is considered recent interaction. Even if they're liking the comment, that's still at least considered something. But if you're going through and you're just going, yeah, great, awesome, boom, facts, hey, y'all know what I'm talking about, because I guarantee you, I've done that to you. I know, again, I'm not perfect. Sometimes you do get a little bit speedy with it, but that doesn't benefit. You have to get people to comment back. And I think that's a big problem. People don't understand. It's getting people to comment back is where recent interaction is. Because imagine, and I like to say this, imagine that you walk into a room filled with people, and you walk into a room and all of a sudden you're standing there and you walk in and you go, hey man, how's it going? And that person looks at you and they go, and they walk away. Okay, well, you're probably not going to see that person. You're not going to talk to that person. So it's no different. If you're going to take the time to comment something genuine to get people to comment back. And at the same time, which is kind of, I guess I can kind of go into this. If you are taking the time to go through your news feed, make sure that if you've got a status, so say that you've got a status that's like all written out, okay? One of those stories, okay? Because technically you got a couple different styles of posting. You've got small quotes, which by the way, if you're posting quotes and your business is not on the up, quotes don't get you paid. P.S. I'm not sure if you guys knew that. Hey, what's going on here? Hang on real quick. You're killing my football over here. I got my DVR set, so I can't be having my football pop on. Oh my God. Well, apparently it's going to pop on, so it is what it is. Just turn that volume down. Killing me over here though. So if you're taking the time to comment on people's stuff, if you're going through your newsfeed, and say that you're going through and you're reading, all right, and people are they're writing these story mode posts. By the way, because I am watching football and it just randomly popped up, now it's like sidetracked a little bit. Who's your favorite football team? I want to know. Drop it in the comments. I want to know who it is. Y'all better all be saying Saints. Go Saints. Got our first win today. Pumped up about that. But if you're going through the newsfeed and you're seeing those stories and you're seeing longer, elaborate posts, if you're not taking the time to actually read those posts and all you're doing is liking and you're leaving a comment, I do want to say this. You're doing more harm than you're doing good, guys. Facebook looks at how long it takes you to actually read a post. They say, okay, this post has got 3,000 characters in it. It takes the average person, and it's got 1,200 words. It takes the average person, the average reader, 3.5 minutes to actually read a post that is of this length. So what do I need to do? Okay, so it takes 3.5 minutes. If I'm clicking on a post and I'm clicking like and I'm leaving a comment and it takes me 10 seconds to do that and I'm on to the next one and I do that on 10 posts that takes me 3.5 minutes to read, Facebook knows that all you're doing is scrolling through the news feed and you're liking, commenting. They're going to take and they're actually going to penalize your visibility on your post. So you have got to make sure, gotta make sure that if you're going to be taking and liking, commenting on a post, it's an actual long, in-depth post, you need to take the time and actually read the post. Because again, like I said, why are you not going to read a post that's in your newsfeed? This is machine learning at its finest. And not even just that, even if you sit over top of a post and you hover it, Facebook knows based off of what is actually on the screen, right here, okay, right here on my screen. If I pull up a post and it's sitting, just say it's sitting like right here, it knows based off of what is sitting on my screen in visibility whether or not I'm reading that post, and that's when the timer starts. So you have to make sure, even if you don't like it, and this is what's crazy about it, so even if you're scrolling through your newsfeed and you hover over a post and you actually read it, and they see that, okay, there's a little bit of a scroll, so he's actually reading this post, but he doesn't like it and he doesn't comment on it, they still know that you read it, so to them, it's still deemed as a quality post because you took the time to actually read it. If people are, so again, quality over quantity. If you're taking the time to write a story post, make sure that people are going to actually read your post, because if you're just making a post to get the content out there and people are scrolling over it, they look at it and they go, now granted, okay, this is real stuff. All right. I want you to drop a 3 in the comments if you've ever done this. You see somebody who takes and they write this long post out. You look at it, you read like 2 sentences and you go, oh my God, I don't want to read that shit. That's too boring. That's way too much. And you just scroll past it. You read a couple sentences and you go, yep, all right, well, I gotta let this go. Drop a 3 in the comments if you ever done that. Like, I just don't even want to read this. This is too much. Make sure that when you're writing these long story posts and you're taking the time, because you should be writing story posts. Stories sell. Guys, I'm gonna tell you that. I made a post earlier. Stories are what sell business. Okay? Plain and simple. Stories sell. If you're taking the time to write these, make sure it's a grabber. It's almost like one of those things, like, remember when you were going through school and you're doing like those timed writing assessments, and they always say like, you need to make sure that your first like couple of sentences, your like opening paragraph is like got that grab to it. Like, it makes me want to start reading and I don't want to stop reading. Facebook is no different. Okay? They want you to make a post that is going to grab the reader's attention and go, wow, this is really, really good. What is this? What's this content? So think before you post. Okay? Just like we always like to say, think before you speak, think before you post. Always reread your post before you hit that send button. And always ask yourself 3 questions. How is this helping? Okay? How is this helping people? What value am I providing? And is this post is this something that I would actually read, or is this something that I would just scroll through? Because if you wouldn't even read your own post, then don't read it. Then don't post it. Plain and simple. Make sure it's got an attention grabber. If you guys are enjoying this so far, drop me some likes, drop me some loves. Definitely appreciate that. Follow me, Johnny Jumpman, on that YouTube, Johnny Jumpman 36. And if you just jumped on here because I know that number spike, drop you guys a Snapchats down in the comments, because I always like to follow everybody on Snapchat, show my crazy life and what I actually do, since I can't post on Facebook 20 times a day because they don't let me anymore, except for stories. I like that. Next thing, video time. So while we're talking about videos, they want to make sure that it's, so say like right now it says there's 127 viewers on here. They're looking and they're saying, okay, great. So we got a viewer here, blah, blah, blah. How long is this viewer actually staying on the video? How long is this video actually grabbing the viewer's attention? All right. YouTube works this way as well, as does Instagram Lives. They want to know, okay, so if you've got 130 people on here, okay, if you got 130 people on here, are all 130 of those people, are they actually staying on for the length of the video? So when you're building an online influence, that's the purpose of making sure you're providing value with people that are going to stay on your videos for the entire length. Okay, so we do want to make sure, we do very much so want to make sure that when we're putting content out there, it's just like if you're going through and you're reading through the newsfeed. You don't want people to get started on your video. Like, I don't want 130 people just to jump off this video right now, because if that was to happen, then guess what? This Facebook would look at this video and they would say, oh, you know what? This isn't going to be very relevant. So what do we need to do? We need to go ahead and make sure that we're scaling this back, keep it moving. That's it, plain and simple. So we want to make sure that we're posting, again, quality over quantity. Facebook wants that quality. They want that value. They want breaking news, trending topics. I tell you this, with everything that's going on right now with the NFL, with the whole President Trump, and he's calling out the NFL. You would have made a post today about President Trump and the NFL and about how the Steelers didn't go out for the national anthem and whatnot. Guess what would have happened? That would have gone straight to the top of the news feed. It's trending topics. They want breaking news. You always notice breaking news is at the top of the news feed. So make sure you're posting about that. Next thing, sending links in Messenger. Okay, this is starting to get blocked now as a whole. Again, Facebook does not want you leaving their site. They are now the number one, ever since they started doing the videos, live videos, they are now the number one, even over YouTube, number one for video views per day. That number's touching like 1.6 billion video views per day. I think YouTube's like 1.4 billion. And they are very much so taking over the Google for the number one search engine. They are taking over, obviously they have all the messenger apps. They are taking over the emailing system. Messenger is its own emailing system. They do not want people leaving Facebook. So if you're sending your link out for your business and you're over here and you're doing this, you're doing that. Hey, check out my business product. So you're sending people to YouTube to check out a video for your business. By the way, that's a terrible recruitment tactic. I just want to say this. I hope that's you in that video, because if you're sending me a video of somebody else in your company, I'm probably going to go join them, not you. So be careful about doing that. And they want to make sure that you're not sending people away from Facebook, especially low quality links. They don't want it. They will penalize you for that, very much so. So get creative when you're sending your links. Now, am I telling you don't send a link? No, send your link, but don't be sending your link like, hey, join me at bodiesbynatalienicole.com. That's our personal link. Bodiesbynatalienicole.com. Get creative with it. Bodies by Natalie Nicole. Put a space here and there and throw it out. By the way, just remove the spaces. Get creative with it, because if they notice that you're sending links out, that's where you start to get penalized. Calls to action. Next thing I want to talk about. Oh, same thing too with those links in the comments. Do not leave links in comments. I will tell you that is even worse than in Messenger. So call to action. So you're making calls to action. These are posts. You basically, hey guys, if you agree with me, drop an amen. If you agree with me, drop an emoji. If you agree with me, drop a 1, drop this, drop that. You're asking, me. Drop a like, drop a comment, drop this, drop that. No. That's a call to action. Facebook is now really starting to focus in on people that are doing calls to action, because we all know, what does Facebook want? They want comments, correct? They want comments. We all know that. Hey, if you know that Facebook loves comments more than likes, I want you to drop your favorite emoji. I said it right that time. Drop your favorite emoji down there. It doesn't matter what it is. I want to see some hands. I want to see some fist pumps, some fires, whatever it possibly is. I just want to see a whole bunch of emojis, and drop me some likes and some loves. I ain't seeing no love on this screen, guys. What's going on here? Am I boring you guys? Like, I could drink some more coffee, get hyped up. Is that what y'all need? Y'all need me to get hyped up? I get hyped up. I'm just kidding. We can do it. Let's do it. Calls to action. So you got to get creative with these calls to action. You're going to make these calls to action. What you need to do is you need to, instead of saying, yeah, drop me a like, you need to say, hey, tag somebody. Tag somebody. The more people you have tagged in, not only is that going to increase your visibility between you and that person, it's going to build your following. They're going to start paying attention to you in your post, and you're providing value for people. Ask people instead, and that's really what it is. Look for a way to provide value. Instead of saying, giving a leadership quote and saying, if you agree, say amen. Maybe why don't you say, what's your favorite leadership quote? So that way people are actually going to go through and they're actually going to read the comments. You're going to have multiple people liking on multiple comments. And that way you end up getting 100 comments of different quotes. And at the same time, what ends up happening? People are going to go through and they're going to read them. Because if I see something that says, what's your favorite leadership quote? Drop your favorite leadership quote or something like that. I'm going to go through and I'm going to read every single quote. I'm going to read every single comment. That increases the visibility on your page because, again, Facebook knows what you're reading. Machine learning at its finest. Hey, the algorithm is a brain. It is what it is. So get creative with it. You're not utilizing groups. So groups do play a big role. Obviously, it's a community. Facebook is a community. They want everybody connecting. Everybody, they want you to connect. Groups are a great way to stay in contact, build recent interaction, build a following. Also, in turn, to build your influence, your online influence. Get out there and find some groups, guys. I talk about groups all the time. Facebook is heavily weighting on the groups right now. Next thing. All right. This is for my cold messengers out there. Stop. I mean, that's pretty much, I don't even know a better way to put that. I will tell you guys, when I first started network marketing, that's what I was taught. I would drop that guilty emoji right now like this, and I would say guilty. I was taught to cold message. That was how I was taught. That was my business method. It doesn't work. I'm going to tell you guys that. It's not that it doesn't work. It leads to poor customer retention. It leads to terrible, there's better marketing styles out there. Facebook does not want you to cold message. They don't want you spamming people. First off, they pay attention to the amount of people that you're messaging per hour. They pay attention to the amount of people that are reading your message and then not responding back to you. And then they also pay attention to the amount of copy and paste script that you're sending out the same message to multiple people. Who does that? Someone that's spamming people. So if you have noticed that, just in general, and this doesn't even have to, and yes, exactly, it definitely wrecks the company rep. If you have noticed, and this doesn't even have to be with cold messaging, guys. If you have noticed that whenever you have sent somebody a message, okay, just say in general, say that you sent somebody a message, somebody you haven't talked to in a while, okay? You haven't seen their page, you haven't seen their content, maybe they popped up and you're active on your messenger, and you see them, you're like, oh, you know what? I haven't talked to that person in forever. I wonder what they're doing. What's going on? Hey, I'm frozen. Can you guys see me? If you guys can see me, drop some loves. I want to see a whole bunch of loves on the screen. If you guys can see me, let me know if you guys can see me. Say yes. If you comment yes, if you guys can see me, I want to make sure. Because somebody said frozen, so I just want to make sure. As soon as I get my first, okay, I'm getting a bunch of love, so I guess I'm good. So we want to make sure, you want to make sure that whenever you, okay, good. I just want to make sure, because somebody said I was frozen, so I just wanted to make sure. Could be your connection. Maybe your connection. So we want to make sure that when we are messaging, or better yet, again, let me go back to this. I lost my train of thought there. If you've noticed that when you've been messaging somebody, and it's somebody that you haven't talked to in a while, maybe you see somebody inactive, you send them a message, hey, how are you, what's going on, you guys go back and forth a little bit, then all of a sudden their content starts popping up in your newsfeed. If you've ever noticed that, I want you to drop a 6 down in the comments, okay? I've seen it happen. I know that it happens. Now, also vice versa, I want you guys to know that, or to respond to this. If you've also noticed that maybe you're doing your follow-ups, maybe it's toward the end of the month, and you've had some people that said, hey, yeah, get with me next Friday whenever I get paid again, whatever it possibly is. If you've had this person, you got, 10, 15 people, you send them a message, they don't respond, and then all of a sudden you don't see their content and they don't like your stuff anymore. If you've noticed that, they've read the message, they've read your message, but now all of a sudden they're not commenting, they're not seeing your content. You guys are out of each other's algorithm, so to speak. You're out of that visibility. If you've noticed that, I want you to drop a 7 in the comments. It's one of those things where, guess what? It's unfortunate, but if people do not respond to you in Messenger, you are getting taken out of their algorithm. You're getting taken out of their visibility. It's unfortunate. So one thing I do like to tell everybody, make sure that you're answering all your messages in Messenger, and make sure you're hitting that filtered inbox, because you'd be surprised who sits there in that filtered inbox, guys. But you do want to make sure that you're answering people, and that's where cold messaging hurts you. So if you've got a list of 5,000 people and you message all 5,000 of those people in a week, and 4,990 of them never respond to you, you have 4,990 people that are never seeing your content. So don't cold message. I'm telling you. Not adding value to the people. So hype pitching is kind of like what I like to call it. Stop hype pitching. You six figures in 6 months. Stop it. I do this and I do that, and it's like, Guys, make sure that when you're working your business, make sure that it's with integrity, because people that are in network marketing, they know what hard work is when it comes to network marketing. I'm going to tell you this. If you're making your business seem more than what it is from the start, we look at you and you're losing credibility. Even if you're making some crazy drastic number, hey, that's awesome. That's dope if you're doing it. But the problem is there's so many people that are out there that are not doing that. So what happens is that you end up putting yourself in a situation where you don't want to be, if you've got to resort to telling people what kind of money you make in network marketing and doing it through social media and flaunting it, you're probably not making that kind of money. I always say, money can only impress three people: the uninspired, the unsuccessful, and the broke. So if you're utilizing money as an aspect of recruitment to try to recruit people in by flashing this and that, I'm going to tell you, you're probably not as rich as what you're pretending to be. So, and not even just that, for someone, again, that's been involved in network marketing, not saying myself, but an experienced network marketer looks at that and they go, wow, what's going on here? Like, why do you need to be flaunting that? You're losing credibility and you're killing yourself. So, I got two more that I want to cover real quick. Quotes. So again, I kind of touched on this. Quotes are copy and paste, guys. Quotes don't get you paid. I'm going to tell you this. I read through the news feed probably 1,500 stories a day. I see so many people posting the same quotes. Stop. That's copy and paste. Stop. You're killing yourself. Take that quote and put it in your own words. Plain and simple. Every now and then, is it okay? Sure it is, if it's an original quote. But like, to do it 3 times a day and you're posting the same quotes don't get you paid. You know what gets you paid? Working. Post about your business. Lord have mercy. I swear, I see people all the time. They're like, oh man, I post, I'm getting good interaction, but my business is stale. Well, it's because you're not posting business posts. What do you mean? I'm sure your business is stale. I don't even know what business you do. We've been friends for 3 months. Hey, you look like you're motivating and you're successful and you appear that way. You seem like you got your mindset right, but you don't, because all you're doing is posting motivational quotes. Motivational quotes do not get you paid. They don't. You know what gets you paid? Posting a story. Post a story about why you got started in network marketing. Post a story about how your product or your opportunity helps somebody. Tell me why I need your business. Tell me why I need your solution. Offer me a solution. Quotes don't offer me a solution. That makes me go, hey, yo, bro, yeah, you got a great mindset. But guess what? Having a successful mindset and possessing all the knowledge and not putting that knowledge to work, that you're no different than the person that you're making fun of in your post. You're no different than that person that's complete opposite. So make sure that if you're going to be posting quotes, first off, not copy and paste, put it in your own words. But if you're going to be posting quotes, make sure you're throwing some business posts in there still. God, I see so many people all the time. They just don't. Like, you got to make sure you're still putting your business out there. Last thing. So key one. This is kind of more or less for the networking aspect. Guys, I do want to tell you this. Mass sending out friend requests. Okay. If you're sending out, so say for example, you're sending out 50 friend requests. Okay. And you're only getting 4 or 5 people that are actually accepting your friend request, you are killing your visibility. By the way, if you guys are enjoying this video, drop me some likes, drop me some loves. I do appreciate that very much so. And definitely follow me on YouTube, Johnny Jumpman. Subscribe to me. I do put some fresh content up on there, some stuff that I don't put on here. But yes, you want to make sure you do not want to make sure that you're posting, you don't want to be posting, or you don't want to be mass adding people, excuse me. Mass adding people, it is killer. Send out 50 friend requests and you only got 5 people. You know what Facebook says? Wow, this person must be pretty boring. You just sent out 50 friend requests. You got 10% that added you back. We're going to take you out of the suggested friends. We're going to make sure that their visibility is down on your page because you're just boring. Like, I don't really know. You know what I mean? What about adding people to your group? If you add me to your group, I am going to spam the shit out of your group. Hey guys, and I'm going to come straight up. I'm going to be perfectly honest with you. That if you add me to a group without me telling you that I want you to add me to a group, I will freak out. I think that is the worst tactic and the worst business approach ever. I just don't agree with it. And I will tell you, I will recruit every single person in there and I will make a post that pretty much calls people out. Like, and not even just that, when you add people to a group without them being okay with it, what ends up happening is say that I leave the group, you're actually killing your visibility. So every single time that you add like 10 people to a group and 8 of them leave, Facebook goes, oh, well, what? This person's spamming people with a group now. They're using group in an inappropriate manner and they're harassing people with the group. So what I'm going to actually do is I'm going to lower the visibility on their posts. So that way less people see their post because they're clearly not a person of influence. And that's literally what Facebook does. But I will literally, if you add me to your group, I will take and I will make the spammiest post. Hey, is anybody actually interested in learning how to do social media the right way instead of adding me to a group that I have no idea why I'm in here? If you're interested, I have a social media academy where I teach people how to market the correct way. I teach people how to build relationships, and I teach people about branding and attraction marketing. Hey, guess what? I don't cold message. I don't add people to groups, and I make 5 figures a month sitting on my couch in my pajamas all day. And maybe I get removed from the group, from the admins, but about 50 people see it, and my inbox gets flooded with messages from people. So I actually don't mind when people add me to groups like that, because I just do that, to be perfectly honest with you. It's kind of a douchebag thing for me to do. I'm not going to lie. I'm a bit of a douchebag. Hey, look at me. I mean, I look like a douchebag, right? Better not answer that. But it's just honest guy's truth, guys. Like, you don't want to just, because it's spammy, and that's really what it is. Just to be real. It's a very, very spammy tactic. And to me, there's nothing worse than getting added to a group and then all of a sudden I'm getting pitched about a business that I have no idea about. Like, that to me is just, it is. And it's not just me. If you have ever been added to a group that you did not want to be a part of, you had no idea why you were a part of it, and it pissed you off, I want you to drop an 8 in the comments and watch the amount of comments that drop right here. I can guarantee you I'm going to have more 8s that get dropped than anything. If you've ever been added to a group that you didn't want to be a part of, you have no idea why you got added to it, and it made you irritated, I want you to drop an 8. I can guarantee you I'm going to have a whole bunch of 8s. By the way, thank you guys. Drop me some likes, drop me some loves. I do appreciate that. Follow me. Instagram, Johnny_Jumpman. Johnny Jumpman 36 on Snapchat. And I definitely want to say YouTube, Johnny Jumpman, straight up how I do it here on Facebook. Johnny Jumpman. Again, drop me some likes, drop me some loves. Guys, if you do share this video, drop me a share down in the comments. Send me a screenshot. Social Media Academy, I've got 3 spots left for the month as far as for my next course. So if you guys are interested in that, drop me info down in the comments. Inbox me, and I'll definitely get you some info for that. Teach you how to hack the algorithm, tips, tricks. These videos, because I do get a lot of messages, I just want to tell you guys real quick, a little bit beforehand. These videos, you're only getting about half of what I know. I'm not going to give you guys all my information. You got to join me for that. So, if you guys are interested, like I said, shoot me a little message in the inbox, drop info down there. I'll definitely make sure we get you some info. Teach you guys how to get it right, how to get the 300, 400, 500 likes, 1,000 likes on them statuses, guys, and get that business rocking for you. So I hope you guys have a blessed Sunday. I do appreciate it. And again, I see a bunch of infos. If you guys are dropping info, please shoot me an inbox as well, because I will make sure I get back to them. But for my replayers, message me, okay? I definitely appreciate it. Again, guys, I hope you guys have an awesome Sunday. Drop them likes and them loves. I'll talk to you guys later.